Hello everyone, nice to meet you again with the Disney 3D Art YouTube channel. In today's video it will be the character Captain Gantu from the movie Lilo and Stitch. Captain Gantu is the main antagonist of Disney's 2002 animated feature film Lilo and Stitch and the secondary antagonist of the rest of the franchise. He is the corrupt captain of the Galactic Federation and a long-standing rival of Experiment 626. After endangering innocent lives during his attempts to apprehend a wanted 626, Gantu was discharged from his position and forcibly went to work as Dr. Hamsterwheel's henchman, who he turns against after he fires him. Gantu is the former captain of the Galactic Federation. He comes from the 8th planet of the Kreplock system. As a captain, he served as the second in command to the Grand Councilwoman. Unlike the Grand Councilwoman, however, Gantu was known for being the brute force of the Galactic Security Forces, holding no sympathy toward criminals or fugitives, and preferring immediate arrest, as opposed to awaiting a chance to see if a criminal in question has some form of good within them. After his failed attempt to arrest 626, as well as following his discharge from the Galactic Federation, Gantu left to work for a notorious galactic enemy known as Dr. Hamsterwheel, who sought out to capture the other 624 of Dr. Jumba Jukiba's loose experiments in an attempt to take over the galaxy. Though his actions under Hamsterwheel's control were completely villainous, Gantu noted several times that the job was mostly taken out of a desperate need for money, while another motivation could include revenge against Lilo and Stitch. In earlier drafts of the film, Gantu's role in the climax of the film was taken by a character called Ramthar, who was a member of Stitch's gang of criminals. As the storyline changed, most of the gang was phased out and Ramthar played the role of a bounty hunter. Ramthar capturing Lilo still remained, even with the creation of Gantu in the intervening period. Gantu is amongst the most complex characters to originate from a Disney animated feature film. He is a strict, egotistical, no-nonsense soldier. He is not evil, however, but follows his orders in an admittedly ruthless manner and tends to take the rules too seriously. As the Grand Councilwoman stated, he has a problem with ethics. He is also fairly sadistic, as he seemed to enjoy seeing Stitch in shackles and wasn't hesitant to shoot or capture him every chance he got. However, he does not tolerate failure or being mocked as shown through his interactions with Stitch and Reuben. Considering his backstory given in Lilo and Stitch, the series, it is possible his ostracism by his peer groups caused him to be the cold, lonely individual he is. Even after being fired from his position, he seemed eager to redeem himself and get his position back every chance he got. He is fairly arrogant of his abilities, often exclaiming how he was a former captain of the Galactic Armada, showing that he still takes pride in his previous occupation. He is also fairly hardworking but can be impulsive, which often works against him. He tends to get annoyed easily and has a short fuse, willingly resorting to violence against those who insult him. This sometimes causes him to act without thinking or not listen to others. His loyalty to Hamsterwheel is strictly that of an employer and worker, as Hamsterwheel shows very little respect for Gantu, despite all the hard work he does. Even so, Gantu is always willing to leave Hamsterwheel whenever an opportunity to earn cash presents itself. However, he still tolerates Hamsterwheel's insults and tends to be meek toward those whose authority he is under, as shown by his relationship with the Grand Councilwoman and Hamsterwheel. He is often called Big Dummy, or Blubber Butt, which he doesn't tolerate, as he hates being ridiculed and also being called fat or stupid. Gantu is quite intelligent and shown to conduct decent plans for capturing experiments, but usually, due to interference from Lilo and Stitch, they end up backfiring. He also tends to endure the most pain and slapstick throughout the series, getting hurt very often. However, he sometimes does get a happy ending in episodes, such as Clip, Amnesio, Topper, Foon and Snooty. Gantu can be rather selfish as shown in Houdini, when he took credit for Reuben finding an experiment pod, only for it to backfire as the experiment was Fudgy, who smothered Hamsterwheel in chocolate. Additionally, he can be lazy, such as in Mrs. Hasagawa's Cats, when he opted for sleep instead of searching for the experiments. And a little slow due to his serious nature and his inability to discern jokes and sarcasm as shown throughout the series and in Leroy and Stitch. However, he is not completely heartless, as seen in Topper when he gave an experiment pod to a little girl as a present, and in Mr. Stenchy when he refused to give Hamsterwheel Mr. Stenchy because he grew fond of him and was taken in by his cuteness. He also stated that he thought it was cute when Lilo named the experiments in Clip. He even opened up to Reuben about his childhood in Dupe. He is the type to hold grudges, as shown through his grudge against Stitch and always willing to battle him. He was even happily watching the moment when Stitch's cousins were about to pummel him in Angel. He also seems to hold a grudge against Lilo but is less likely to deal her harm, implying he at least knows to control himself and not abuse someone weaker than him. He will also back out of a deal in exchange for a better one, as shown through his attempts at finding a good job to escape Hamsterville's employment and also in Sample, where he sold out Stitch and Sample so the alien hunters hunting Gantu wouldn't hurt him and that he would give Sample to Hamsterville in return. Also, despite his claims of hating Earth, he is shown enjoying many of the recreational activities on Hawaii, such as hula dancing, kickboxing, a spa weekend, games and sports, owning a boat, watching TV, surfing, and karaoke. Despite his overall negative traits, Gantu apparently has a good side to him, as he became very kind at once while he was temporarily under amnesia's effects. Even though Gantu reverted to his old self after getting his memory back, he still treasured the pottery jar that Lilo had made him earlier, implying that he secretly appreciates her. First is paint the body of the shark, then wear black spacesuit consisting of a tank shirt and a gray belt with a light gray V on the front for Captain Gantu. Next is to draw 2 legs and 2 arms for Gantu. Finally is to draw the head of shark and decorate the face for Gantu. So the character Captain Gantu from the movie Lilo and Stitch has been completed. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to receive the new notify. At the same time, download the app and go to the website DisneyStore to shopping online, as well as Disney Plus to watch some movies and TV shows for free, used by many people of the world. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching and goodbye everyone.